Yo, you guys, what is good, man? Welcome back to Real United Talk, where we talk about all matters Real Madrid and Manchester United. This is going to be a United Matters episode, and today I'm joined by Manchester United fan, first time on the channel. Baz, how you doing?
Good, my bro. How you doing, man? It's nice to be here today. Like you said,
Yeah,
first time being here. It's nice to come on the channel for the first time, share my opinions, and it's actually a very very good time. A time when Man United are on the run, on a good
on the
form. Yeah,
run, on
so
the high. Yeah, like we don't want to be talking when we're struggling. We want to be having conversations when we're
exactly
smiling.
like you know understand. Like
Yeah,
just enjoy, let it be flowing, no losses.
yeah.
Do you understand? Like
Honestly, well, let's talk about the man himself. Let's talk about Michael Carrick. And we're 6 games in now. What do you make of his run so far?
oof, 6 games, my brother. It's been a very good run. I'm telling you,
Mm.
man. Like a lot of people after the draw against West Ham, a lot of people give talks about, oh, he might not be the one for the job. He's not good. He's. I'm not saying he is for real. If he was the one for the job, the guys at the top would have given him the job. He's interim for a reason, right? But 6 matches, 5 wins. Give kudos to this guy. And in those 5 matches, we've played Tottenham, Man City, Arsenal, the number one and number two in the table that are going at loggerheads that are unable to lose, and he beat them.
Yeah,
Kudos to this guy, man. Kudos to this guy for real. Regardless of
exactly.
anything, kudos to this guy. Kudos to Michael Carrick for coming into an organization where everything seemed like it was in shambles, and he has steadied the ship. So kudos to him
Mm.
for real.
Honestly, like Carrick has done a job and a half. Like I don't think that anybody was expecting him to do what he has done. Like the amount of success that we're having at the moment, like I think everybody would have been okay if he had just come in, said, "Oh, I don't have the players I want. Like, this isn't really my team. Let me just finish like seventh or eighth and get it done with." I think obviously would have been sad and everything, but it would have been like, you know what, like interim manager, we just wanted to see the season through better than where we actually thought we'll finish at the start of the season, so we'll let it slide. But look at what he's doing right now. We have aspirations of top four, maybe even top three. Like that is a crazy achievement. And
There were talks of us winning the title.
no, like, do you actually understand? No, because do you actually understand? Like, we can actually, nah, like, I know it might not happen, but shit, like, the fact that we couldn't have those conversations,
Have those exactly. Forget it.
bro.
Like
I'm telling
15th last
you,
season. 15th last season. Don't forget
exactly.
this. 15th last
Exactly.
season.
Like
Have
you
those
look at
people
Tottenham
too.
right now. Look at Tottenham right now.
Exactly.
Still
Exactly.
16th. Might
Exactly.
get relegated. It's
Exactly.
crazy.
Exactly. You get the point exactly,
It's
my brother.
crazy. But obviously in the run we've hit some snags like the West Ham game and the Everton game. And what would you make of those two games? Like, do you think that that is kind of like one of the reasons why people might have like reservations about Carrick? Like, do you see that?
True. True. Very good point. Yeah, but people forget that the teams that you play against, they train. The teams that you play against, they're an organization, right? The teams that you
Yeah.
play against, they put money. They have players that come to training. So they're not always pushovers. They're not going to, if they're pushovers today, they're not always going to pushovers every day.
Mm-hmm.
Arsenal struggled against Wolves.
Mm-hmm.
Wolves, bottom place Wolves. They've played Wolves twice this season, gotten 4 points. In those 4 points, in the first match, 2 own goals, right? So I'm just
Mm-hmm.
showing you that they struggled against the bottom place team, and that's the number one team in the league. Now,
Yeah.
West Ham fighting for relegation. Since this season, since the turnout of this new year, they've had 3 games on the run, won
Mm-hmm.
all 3 games. This is a team that have not won before, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they've won all 3 games and got into the Man United game. It was a very, very tough one. One thing I noticed from the West Ham and the Everton game, especially the Everton game, it brought out to my knowledge a whole lot. The weakness of our midfield. And this doesn't just boil down to the players we have. Like I'm not talking about Kobe being a bad player or Casemiro not fitting the role. No, the midfield itself is not strong enough for the Premier League.
Mm-hmm.
Take for example the West Ham game. We struggled against the West Ham midfield guys. Struggled
Yeah.
so bad. I'm telling you, even against Tottenham that had one man down before they went one man down, we seemed to struggle
Yeah.
against Everton yesterday. Struggling against Robonam and Gay. Yeah, so I feel like the guys are good.
Mm-hmm.
Carrick is good. He's there,
Mm-hmm.
right? But
It's there.
they were we were supposed to have investments in January. Remember, regardless
Yeah.
of Carrick coming in with Amorim, we're supposed to have investments in this midfield in January. They also
Yeah.
tried to get Semenyo, but because Carrick came in, steadied the ship, we got in nobody. And it's seeming
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, all of a sudden these guys are so good. No, let's not forget that. We needed to get players in. So I'm not going to say I expect Carrick to win every game. Even Guardiola said it in his press conference after their last match. He's not expecting himself to win any game. And that's the guy
Mm-hmm.
that won 4 titles in a row. Do you understand? So
Yeah.
I do not expect my Carrick to win every game. But I expect I expect him to put out a team that will put out a performance worthy of sitting me down, entertaining me, and making me
Exactly.
understand that they are trying to win the game. Do
Exactly.
you understand? That's my
Exactly.
point
Like,
here for real.
honestly, thank you for everything I just said because I just feel like people like I don't like the way people are talking about especially the West Ham game. And I've made this point before and I don't really want to make it a game, but I'll just say that the only reason why people are so down about that West Ham game is not just because we didn't get the result, but because of that whole 5 games in a row so that guy can chop off his head. Like
It's
I don't care. I don't
it's
care.
my
Carrick said
business.
that he doesn't care. Konya said that he doesn't. The players have said that they don't care. Like, what is my like? We should be looking at the fact that we got the result. Like you said, West Ham are on a run of form. Like West Ham, I think they had only lost one of their last 5 games before they played us. Like that is a
Yes,
run of form that they're fighting for something. The same way we're fighting for top four. They're fighting to get out of the relegation zone. Our manager is finally kicking in with Nuno and everything. Like this is a team that would have been difficult to beat no matter what. And we went there. Yes, we struggled, but we got the results. Like we got the results based on something that Michael Carrick did in the game, which is bring on Sesko. Same thing with this
exactly.
Everton game. We struggled, and then we brought on Sesko. We made some good substitutions in that game, and then we got the result again. Now, some people might say, "Oh, why didn't Carrick just start Sesko in these 2 games?" And I see that point in that aspect, like maybe Sesko should have started these 2 games. But I think that in these 2 games, he brought him on at the right time, and as you can see, he made impact. So it's like he's making the right decisions. He's getting results. We haven't lost. That's what people are not even deep in. We haven't lost. We've won 5 out of 6 games, and the last game was a draw. Like these are good results, and you just like where are you coming from? Like you just can't come and like what were you expecting? Were you expecting like we'll win to the end of the season? Like what were you expecting? Like I think he has done a job, man. I think he has done a job.
Bro, man. See, take example. Arsenal played Tottenham over the
Yeah,
weekend. Tottenham had Igor Tudor, the former Juventus coach there. A lot of us were singing right before the match. New manager bounce. Carrick did it. Did you see it? Is
yeah.
it easy? It's
No,
not easy.
it's not
4-1 on his
easy.
first game.
Exactly.
Ten Hag on his first game for Manchester United. He got 2 goals from, I think 2 goals from Brighton. Yeah.
Brighton, and then 4 goals
Second
from
game, he got
Brentford.
4 goals from Brentford. Exactly.
Yeah.
Amorim to like every. It's not as easy as it is, right? So
Mm-hmm.
if somebody has come in here and has put players together, that have not played a particular formation all season,
Yeah.
not played this time all season, they go into it and play the second best team in the league, play the best team in the league a week after, and they pull out results. Give kudos to them.
Give
Give
kudos
kudos
to
to
them.
them. Give kudos to the manager at the helm. I'm telling you, man. Because it's not
Exactly.
even the guys have come out to say. Lisandro said it in the first 2 weeks of Carrick arriving. He didn't really do it so much tactically, but he sat down to understand where these players are mentally and work
Mm-hmm.
with it. I'm
Mm-hmm.
telling you,
I don't
I'm
even
so happy with him.
I don't even think that it's just a new manager bounce. Like I don't think that this is like a new manager coming and we're good. I think that Carrick is coaching wins. I think that Carrick, like you said, understands what this club needs, what these players need, and I think that he just understands his role right now. Get us as high on the table as possible. The thing is that Carrick is the interim manager, right? And when you think about interim Man United, you think about Oli. And everybody's making that association with Oli, where, we got so excited and then we stopped noticing the cracks in the team. And then we're like, oh, just hire him. After that PSG game, everybody said, just hire him, just hire him. And people are trying to like reserve themselves to make sure they don't get too excited by Carrick so that they don't say just hire him and then the cracks start to show and everything. But like I said, I think that Carrick is coaching these wins, and I think that Carrick just like Oli understood the club. But I don't like Oli. Yes, he was coaching wins and everything, but Oli was more like excitement. Oli was more of like a new manager bounce. Oli was more like we just need energy. Carrick right now is more like we needed energy. But we also needed a manager to coach good tactics. We needed a manager to put out the right formation. We needed a manager to understand the players and we just need the manager to help us win games. And that's exactly what he's doing. Like Carrick for me is not a new manager bounce, and I think that Carrick is actually a good manager. I don't think he's like a world class manager. I don't think he's like Pep or anything like that. But I think that he's exactly what United need at the moment.
Exactly. Exactly. Not yet a world class manager. Possibility of getting there for real. Like look at
Mm-hmm.
Vincent Company. He was with Burnley when Bayern took him. Now I see that man and I'm proud. I'm proud of his tactics. I'm proud of how he speaks. I'm proud of a lot of things for real. So there's a
Exactly.
possibility there, a big possibility there. I won't lie to you. If it's not possible to have Michael Carrick as our coach, yeah, the board would have already started to discuss with new coaches. They're
Mm-hmm.
keeping it open till the end of the season. They've come out to say it. They are keeping
Mm-hmm.
it open to the end of the season because
Mm-hmm.
Carrick is also a possible candidate for the job.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And
So
I think that people like a lot of United fans right now, like they don't believe that it's possible that we might just have hit the nail on the needle and found like a potential world class manager. Like, do you get what I mean? Like, I think they feel like it is too good to be true. Like I said, I'm not saying that Carrick is like world class right now, but I'm saying that like he has, like you said, like he has every chance of becoming a world class manager. But because we're so scared by this club, because we sign a potential world class player and then he's not a world class player, because we sign potential world class managers like Ten Hag and they don't become world class managers, it's like there's no way we hit the nail on the needle with an interim manager. But it is a possibility that Carrick might just be a potential world class manager. I'm not saying that he is, I'm not saying that he's going to be, but we can't displace that possibility. I think there is a possibility.
true. Like you said, you made a point here about having Ten Hag and Amorim. Yeah, bro. There's some things the fans will say that I do not like feel angry or feel any form of resent towards it because I understand where they are coming from. They've had two young managers successively, right? And in
Yeah,
between those young managers, they've had more young managers. Carrick was there, remember? I
yeah,
think before Ten Hag, Carrick was there.
yeah.
Yeah, Ten Hag took over. Ten Hag took over. He came in with so much prospects from Ajax. He didn't work out. Amorim came in with way higher prospects, winning, succeeding in the Champions League, still didn't work out. So some way, somehow, you will understand if some fans are scared of getting in another young coach. So if you understand if they are saying, "Oh, get me a Thomas Tuchel or
Mm-hmm.
a Ancelotti, an
Mm-hmm.
experienced, well-established coach," right? But you also have to look at it. What do you want to achieve at this club? I tell people, coaches like those guys are for the long term. I mean, sorry,
Mm-hmm.
for the short term, yeah. But when you look at what you want to achieve, look at Arsenal, look at Man City. They have a strategy, a path they want to follow, right? So Man United need to decide how and what they want to do and follow that path and take it off from there. That's what I think for real.
And I think that was the problem with Amarim to an extent in terms of like we're not fully ready to invest in whatever he was putting down. Like the whole new formation thing. Like fans especially could never get behind the three at the back formation, right? And I think that Amrim was not even. I don't think that Amrim was like a bad manager. I just think that he just wasn't the right manager for United. I don't think that he had. I don't think that people could fully get behind what he was putting down. Like we know what United is. We know what fans expect from United. Attacking football, exciting football. And Amorim has that in his locker, right? But those are the things that he kind of brings in terms of like, okay, these are wing backs instead of wingers, like three centre backs on the pitch instead of three midfielders on the pitch. Like that type of thing is things that Manchester United fans can never get behind because we know what we want. We want 4-2-3-1, we want 4-3-3, we want wide wingers on the pitch. We don't want all these inverted guys. Like, do you get what I mean? Like, so I feel like Amorim just never had what we needed. You didn't really understand the club as well in terms of like how connected we are to our academy and academy prospects. Like Menu, for example, like look at how everybody turned on him with the whole Menu thing because like we know what Manchester United is. We know that we love our academic players, but he doesn't fully understand that. Like he doesn't, and to him, like it didn't matter as much that Manchester United love academic players. Like he said it now when I was talking about Menu, he said that I understand that you guys love him, but it doesn't mean that I have to play him, and we get that, but like that is now where someone that actually understands the club like Carey comes in, where it's like he knows that we love him. He knows that he's a quality player, so he's going to play him. Does he have to play every week? No, but he has to play. That's just the facts.
True. True. Amorim should have done a whole lot better. Yeah, I am happy to even talk about that guy. I'm even happy to be here to even use this platform to even say some words about Amorim because I've been wanting to talk about him for a while. And
Go ahead.
it's he's not a bad coach. Like I see a lot of like even I on social media on X, I have had times when I have put out words and said, "Oh, I'm not pleased with his performance. I'm not pleased with a lot of things that have happened." True, I'm a Man United fan. I love to win, and I don't want to be happy with the 15th place finish. And I don't want to be happy going midweeks and watching Champions League football and not looking at my team play. Right, but this guy came into a Man United team and successively did a lot of things. He came into a team with issues, down from players, down from management, down from staffs, down from structure, down from infrastructure, a whole lot of places we had a lot of issues. Yeah, and gradually he started to tackle them one by one. I think he might just be one of the best coaches, yeah, that Man United have had for real. Like I like that he took his time with the players, understood what they want. Some of them had to leave. He had fallouts with some players. Yeah, but there was something he said. I think it was in November or December. In December, there was an interview where he made mention of maybe reverting back to the four at the back formation because continuing with this formation will be quite expensive for the board at this point in time, right? So I feel like the board thought, oh, if we invest a little bit in the formation, the players we have, some of them might adjust into it and the formation will go well. That didn't go well eventually. And they spoke to him and said, oh, Ruben, this can't work out. We are going to have to spend so much money because for your formation to work out, I'm going to have to buy 11 players and buy 6 more players from the bench because you're currently telling me that the players I have now, Kobe Mino, not strong enough, Casemiro, weak. Literally almost everybody on the pitch is not fit. So if I bought 3 or I bought 4 or I bought 5, sorry, inclusive of Lamens, I'm having to buy 6 more to complete it. I'm having to buy another 6 more for the bench, which is making it 12.
Yeah.
It's a lot of spend for a club that is trying to build a stadium, for a club that has let go of a ton of staffs. Do you understand? Like, we should not forget all these things. Yeah. So where I felt Ruben Amorim made a mistake was he should have also weighed the options of all I've just mentioned and realized that, okay, I'm going to be flexible. I'm going to include flexibility into this. Yeah. I'm going to, like, you've seen that, oh, these guys can play this formation. Like, if you watch Michael Carrick play, you will see the effect of Ruben Amorim's play in it. Our wingers are so defensive, which I love. I love. Like, our wingers are so defensive. See Kunha yesterday.
Exactly. Like, something. Like,
you get it. So that's an effect from Ruben Amorim making those wing backs. Like, it's clear.
Yeah.
It's quite clear. But he didn't know when to. Some games, you don't play that 5 at the back. You shouldn't
like the one against Everton, that red card.
Exactly.
When Everton got that red card.
Even Moyes said it, that when he came into the second half and he still saw 5 players at the back. He said it. And he still saw 5 players at the back. He was surprised. Because this guy scored you with a red card. For God's sake, bombard him. You have 45 minutes. Stress him. You don't understand? Stress him. Moyes said something again yesterday. I like that man. He seems to always want to talk about Manchester United. He said something again yesterday that he's surprised they didn't get to score a corner kick because they had a strategy and they milked it. They milked that strategy. It's just that we had an outstanding goalkeeper. He said it also. He praised my goalkeeper. Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to talk about. Amorim saw that they have a red card. Milk it. Throw everybody in the box.
Yeah.
Like, you don't understand. If we're not getting the first balls, we should be in there for the second balls. It's the same problem I have with Arsenal, but we'll talk about that another time. Like, always have players in the box. Always have players in the box. I'm telling you. You waited till about 70, 80. Nah, man, it's unfair. It's unfair.
Doesn't make sense. Yeah.
It's unfair to the fans. It's unfair to everybody that's on that pitch that day. Come on.
It's honestly... is like you made so many good points. The first thing that you said was, Amorim just not being flexible enough. Like, you just have to be flexible, especially in these games. Like, you see opportunities like the Everton game, red card. Oh my God, let me make something happen. Even that Chelsea game, wasn't it the same thing? Like, we still, like, I know we won, but we still had like 5 defenders on the pitch. Like,
I'm
it
telling you.
shouldn't be like that. This is an opportunity, like not just an like, and this is one thing, right? And this is now where the whole thing about Manchester United coming in. It is not just an opportunity to win; it is an opportunity to play exciting football and embarrass the other team. We need to take those opportunities as well. That is what Manchester United is about. Like, we haven't been that team for a while, but we're still Manchester United. Fans are paying to watch exciting football, and they want to see that, right? Like, they don't want to see 5 defenders against 10 men. That doesn't make any sense in any situation, right? He also made another point about Amrim and everything that he did for the club and the players and everything off the pitch. And I had somebody actually come in my last episode talk about the exact same thing, that Amrim's major impact came off the pitch, right? Like,
Off the pitch, true.
the work rates, the thing with the board, like, just keeping the club like kind of like organized and everything. Like, these were all the things that he did off the pitch, right? And these were very positive things. We're still seeing them to this day. But it's like, yes, you're doing all these things off the pitch, but we want to see the things on the pitch. We want to see that flexibility. We want to see wins. We want to see results. Like, this is what we're coming towards. Like, yes, you're doing all these things off the pitch that would help us in the long term, but where are these results? Like, and I'm not talking about like short term results where we win, and the next season we're terrible. I'm just talking about like, if we're losing, drawing, like, and you're doing all these good things off the pitches, like, then just go and walk in the board or something. Like, don't
Do you know, I
you
can't
get what I
be I can't
mean?
be banting Arsenal and be telling Arsenal that my training facility is finer than yours now.
Do you actually understand? Or like, my players work harder than yours, but we're
Finer
still
than yours.
losing.
But still losing.
Like,
Do you understand?
it doesn't make sense. So honestly, I think that Amim did a lot of good things for the club. I made this exact point saying that, was like part of the reason why Carrick is like, being successful right now. Part of the reason why we're seeing all these good things for Manchester United right now is because of Amorim. Like, it's not all because of him, but he did have a lot of impact on this. Like you said, the work rate, Sokonia against Everton, like, I've seen all the players fight for the win, right? And this was Amorim. He made the players more fit as well. Like, I remember that summer when he came in,
Yes.
and every player was just looking like wham, like, it was
Bro,
crazy.
do you see how Casemiro is now?
Exactly,
Amorim
exactly,
switched that nigga up. I'm telling you.
exactly.
Amorim
No,
switched him
like,
up for real.
facts. Like, Amorim had a lot of good impact, but like I said, it just wasn't showing on the pitch. But we now have to divert back to Carrick, and I'll ask this last question before we get into the next phase of the episode. Do you think that there's a chance that Carrick becomes permanent manager at Manchester United?
If the board does not listen to social media, yes, there's a chance. Because just yesterday, Gary Neville gave something that he thinks Carrick, even if he does so, he thinks Carrick might should get a professional manager. But I feel like, I don't know if the board is influenced by talks like that, but let his results, let his actions, let his acts in and out of the pitch be what will be decisive for him in getting the job. That's my take here.
What do you think the likelihood of him getting the job is? Like, if you had to rate it on like
Presently
yeah.
now, in 6 games, 90%.
Hmm.
Presently. People will say, oh, he's not good with low block. Who is good with low block? Look at the Premier League.
Yeah.
If you go to Arsenal are complaining. Arteta is not. Pep, who is good with low
And
block?
his slot is
The Premier League
complaining.
yes, and it's not even being vocal.
Yeah, like literally, like he's literally complaining. It's crazy.
Right, so who is good with low block?
Exactly.
It's what the league is suffering from, right? It's what the league is like. How I know is what the league is suffering from is when you go to the Champions League, our teams are firing.
Exactly.
We are stressing the whole of Europe. English teams are stressing the whole of. Look at the Champions League. We have 4 teams in the top 8. The other, how many leagues are fighting for the many 4 teams?
Exactly.
For real. So
like,
it's not about this thing. It's not about just the low block, right? Carrick is a good manager. If I'm deciding off 6 games, 90% he gets the job.
Would you take him?
90% he gets the job. Yeah, like I said, off 6 games, yes, I will take him. Off 6 games, yes, I will take him. But I can't give you the job off 6 games, right? I can't do that, right? I will show you, like you said, they might mention scenarios like, oh, you're gonna Solskjaer. I would also add into it, what's this guy? Di Matteo that won the Champions League for Chelsea. Came in late into the season, won the Champions League. He didn't even last 6 months because why? In the long run, some coaches are not so good, to be honest with you. Right, but I'm not saying Carrick is that coach because I've seen this guy at Middlesbrough, right? And he is actually a good coach. Not yet world class, but he's actually a good coach. But in the long run, I would hand him the job of these 6 games. But he has the many of the other games to impress me and see how best he can do and how best he can handle like for me, like you said, I'm not just going to base this off what I see on the pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not just going to base this off what I see on the pitch because the previous managers tried to be good on the pitch, but what was happening off the pitch was in shambles.
Yeah.
It was in shambles. But Amorim has shown me that you can manage off what's happening off the pitch. And I want a manager
Yeah.
that is both. If you can do
Balance.
exactly, then you take me. Yeah,
Facts.
that's it.
Facts. Okay. I mean, I back you on that, man. Like, I think that, Carrick can do a job. I don't think that we should displace the possibility that he can do a job. But seeing the things on the pitch, let's wait and see the things that happen off the pitch, right?